Welcome in, everybody. It's time for another edition of Taste of Nashville. I'm Devon O'Day.
And I'm John Dwyer. We are at the Omni Hotel at the exclusive area of Kitchen Notes. And we love that. Todd and everybody here at Omni treating us so well. The fall edition of Taste of Nashville.
Yay! There's so much going on.
Yeah.
You know what I did?
Do tell.
Last weekend, I was at Bar Lines. Oh,
You were the one. You were the one. You know, there's video of that.
They had the UT Alabama game.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
it was a madhouse. I was here because my friend Tanya Tucker was riding a horse, and
I'm sorry, I got my name dropped. You hit my boots.
It was totally by accident. I saw a horse trailer, and I was immediately engaged.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's your thing.
That's my thing.
I like
And
hot
then
rods. You like horse trailers.
She stayed at the Omni.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that cool?
Little
And she
staycation.
literally, that little corridor there, right by the Omni to the Hall of Fame, I thought that was cool. So if you're going to go to a place to see stars, the Omni Hotel is the place to go.
That would be good. The fall edition, by the way, I didn't get the memo. I do have orange and black in my wardrobe. I will say that I have Fruit of the Loom underwear on. Does that count? I mean, we're not going to.
I mean, you know, and we'll discuss that a little bit more later. We're going to talk caffeine in this beautiful suit of yours because it's all a big story. But we can't do anything without caffeine. And with that, we have the incredible barista at Bongo Java here at the Omni, Zach Fieweg. And the German pronunciation, we're going to get that right?
Yeah, no, you nailed it, right?
Nailed it.
Zach, yeah.
That's perfect.
Good to see you again. You're in the Halloween. I think there's bed sheets that they were missing from that. I'm just kidding. This is good. You guys always kind of step up and do thematic things at Bongo. So what do you got cooking here? Literally.
We are obsessed with movies there. So this time around, we did Universal Monsters, just to kind of keep it spooky.
Okay.
I've got 3 lattes that I brought from the board. Frankenstein right there. Caramel apple matcha. So good. That's probably my favorite. Then we've got the Dracula right there. Blood orange mocha. And then we have the Bride of Frankenstein.
I think I should have that one.
It is a tiramisu latte topped with cream cheese whipped cream.
All calories taken out too, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
This is, it warms you all up.
So
this
good.
is awesome. This is the Bride of Frankenstein. And this is pretty good. Who is the chemist? There's a lot of chemistry to making a drink, because I'm going to tell you, I've tried to flavor certain things, and it's not something that it's not instinct.
A little goes a long way. That's the first thing, really. But I mean, as far as who comes up with the drinks, that's the fun part, is everyone on the team is involved. I came up with the Frankenstein, and everyone else chimed in and got these other ones going. It's the fun, creative part of the job for sure.
I have to ask, where do you sit as a barista? This is maybe the most controversial question I'll ask the whole show. Okay, are you ready for this? Are you anticipating where I'm going?
I think I know where it's going.
Are you pumpkin spice guy, or are you anti-pumpkin spice because that's just the cliche?
Right.
Where do you sit on this? I mean, you're one or the other.
It's more than yes or no. You've got
Good.
other coffee
He's
shops.
running for office.
Right,
Okay,
exactly. Other coffee shops, the big chains, tons of sugar. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure there's even pumpkin in their lattes. We actually have a pumpkin spice latte at Bongo.
I mean, you use pumpkin?
Upstairs in banquets, they make us our syrup. It is pumpkin puree, sugar, and fall spices.
Wow.
And it's incredible. Yeah. So you'll have to come.
Okay.
Check it out.
Good answer.
Yeah, thank you.
Well played.
I love that. Where do you roast? Now Bongo Java is a Nashville local name. Where are the beans roasted? Do you roast them in-house here?
Not in-house, but right down the road. I mean, the bags are still warm when they get here.
That's the difference. You come here, and that's what I love about the Omni, is so many locally sourced products and companies that are represented here. And if you want a real taste of Nashville, that's where you can find it. It's here at Omni Nashville. And you don't have to stay here to go and enjoy it and have a nice coffee meeting at Bongo Java. It's so nice. You go in, you valet park. It's elegant and it's quiet, and you can have a nice meeting. And plus, you feel kind of fancy because you're coming in here. Right.
And it's been here since day one, right? And so
Absolutely.
that was the whole thing, to have mixed use retail to be here. So what are the hours?
Hours were open 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day.
And I do want to say that if you're running out to catch a plane and you happen to stay at Omni Nashville, stopping by and taking your to-go lunch is way better than stopping at the airport because it's so good. You have a protein kind of a bowl.
Yep.
Oh my
Power
gosh.
Bowl. So good. That's my favorite too, honestly.
It really is great. And you can take that on and you stop the airport pricing and it's really good and there's plenty of it. And so stop in and see them on the way. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Way
so
to keep
much.
up the creative energy. And how are things behind the scenes and all that with all your workers and all that? Just
Doing great.
good culture, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all
People like coming to work
really
and-
close.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a great place to be.
Do you need any help for the holidays?
Come on down. Yeah, let's check it. I mean, yeah, let's do it.
See, that's the way. That's the way. Everybody in Nashville, we all know that the answer is yes. We always need help for the holidays because Nashville becomes just a madhouse every holiday. So we always need people. And if you want to, there is a career link at Omni Nashville's website. Check it
Just
out.
beat me to the punch. Yeah. Good to see you, partner.
Good to see you. Thank you so much.
All right. When we come back, we continue with our fall edition here at the Omni Nashville downtown with Devon, and I'm John. We'll be right back.
The first time I ever went out for Thanksgiving, I just went, oh my gosh, it was a life changer for
Sure.
me. And they have got a Thanksgiving feast prepared for you here at the Omni. But you're going to have to make reservations. And to talk more about it, we have head chef Jonathan Welch, who joins us today. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me. Thanksgiving is our Super Bowl. That's the biggest day of the year for our restaurant, besides maybe Mother's Day and Easter, where we do a very similar brunch buffet. But we're really excited. We get a lot of locals, and we really want this to be a thing about Nashville. Absolutely any guests in the hotel are welcome, but we want to get as many folks that live here to come see what we do.
Don't forget, make your reservation right now. If you can get one, you better make it right now. Anywhere from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, get that reservation in for Kitchen Notes at Omni Nashville.
When it comes to insurance, you want a name you can trust. Wendy Danielle Stack is here to help. With over 7 years of experience, Danielle and her team are here to assist you in finding the right coverage for all of your needs. From auto and home to life and business insurance, we have customized options for everyone. We'll work with you to create a personalized plan that protects everything in your life that matters most. Call today and see for yourself why Danielle Stack is the go-to insurance agent in Clarksville.
If your paint project calls for bold and vibrant neutrals or soft pastels, Benjamin Moore has the design-inspired colors you've been looking for in a full line of durable, long-lasting paints. And they're all here at Preston Thompson's Flooring and Paint, voted #1 paint store in Dixon County.
What separates us from other companies in Tennessee, that's going to be our mission to our customers, is to always improve the quality of life. That's from taking care of your pest to a friendly voice on the phone when you call, to a technician that comes out, he's competent, he's going to solve the problem for you. We're considered a full encompassing service, so we're going to take care of 50 plus different pests, and we'll always have your back.
Football season is grilling season. The Big Green Egg is the perfect grill for everyone, from the backyard cook to the world's most acclaimed chefs. Stop at Tennessee Ace Hardware today and check out our large selection of Big Green Egg grills. It's the perfect grill for any grilling need.
He shoots, and he scores!
Welcome back to Taste of Nashville with Devon O'Day, John Dwyer, and we're at the Omni Hotel. This is the fall edition, and what's interesting to me is that, as we were just saying before the break, that in Nashville, in the area of Middle Tennessee, people are celebrating and getting in the Halloween fall mood like in July.
Oh, I
It's
know. They're
crazy.
already
What is that? Skeletons, the 12-foot skeletons in the have you see these things
Oh,
now?
I know. Driving down the road now, it looks like the ghouls and goblins have taken over, and people are ordering their sexy Halloween costumes from Amazon back in July.
Yeah,
so they make sure
crazy.
they have them.
But anyway, we're in the spirit here.
We are in the spirit, but I always say that we get caught up in Halloween and Thanksgiving, and we forget a very important time, and that is
correct.
Veterans Day. Veterans Day happens right in between there, and we have a Veterans Day parade. We have veterans, but I tell you what, when I talked about having somebody on to represent Veterans Day, Ted Hacker's name came to mind, and we welcome you to the show.
Thank you. Great to
Good
be
to have you
here.
here, Ted.
Great to see you both.
The American Freedom Foundation is something that you are at the helm of, but it comes from a very emotional choice. What was the catalyst, and who did you meet, and how did you guys start American Freedom Foundation?
Well, it's a very unique story. I was in the music business here, as you know, for a long, long time, and I was asked to take some troops overseas to perform for the troops. So we took a couple of our artists, and we went over there, and I met Sergeant Major of the Army, Jack Tilley, and we became fast friends, and that was in 2002, and it changed my life so dramatically, because we weren't in high-rise hotels or flying in by helicopter. We were staying in the camps. So it was really quite impactful in my life.
You're embedded.
Yeah, we were.
My goodness.
And then we did it again in 2003. He was getting ready to retire. I said, well, let's set up a foundation and continue to do this work. So I spent a few more years in the music business, and he and I together now as partners have been serving our veterans and families for the last 19 years every day.
When you say serve, what specifics are you doing to offer that support?
In the early days, we did concerts because of my background. We raised a lot of money for charitable organizations in the towns we did the concerts. Then we kind of transitioned to hiring events where we would help them find jobs and families and the military spouses and help them with their transition from military to civilian life.
Ooh, that's a big one.
And then after the pandemic, because we lost so many hiring events, we've been always wanting to do a podcast. So now we do a podcast. It's a video podcast. It's over here on Elm Hill Pike. We have a 3-camera, 6-crew shoot with a virtual backdrop called Your Next Mission, and Sergeant Major Tilley's the host of that. And we've been doing that for now 2.5 years.
And it's really good.
Thank you.
It's really good. It's so inspiring. There's so many services for veterans and so little that you can't really teach that. I mean, there's so many that don't even realize the services are out there. There are families right now in need of it. There are mental health services. There's housing help. There's all sorts of things. Do you help them with that transition and to understand these are out there and these are waiting for you? Do you help them get the services they need?
Actually, we do. There's so many resources that are available to our veterans that it's a little overwhelming. So through our partners, we have probably 125 nonprofit partners and probably 400 or 500 corporate partners. Through those partners, we try to identify those services that are easier to navigate, that can make a little bit more sense to them, and have more impact as well.
And you talk about collaborating with nonprofits. I run a nonprofit, and I think too many times we don't collaborate and do that. So to have you bundle that and have the services to get fit. The one thing that in my time with my friends that were there in 02, 03, 04, the effects of that, it is a lifelong, I mean, you don't fix it, there's therapy for it, but this is something that lasts a lifetime. It just, right? Isn't that something that you've noticed with all the soldiers, everybody that comes back?
Yes. Yes and no, especially those that have been in combat.
Yeah.
Multiple deployments, other things like that really do just put stress on the families a lot. But the transition in itself does that as well. I mean, they're in the service for anywhere 5, 10, 20 years, and all of a sudden they're in a new culture. They have culture shock. They don't have their support system that they had. The wives are trying to find identity. The former service members are trying to find identity. So it's a real difficult process for them to go through. And that's what we're here for, is to try to help them through that.
Well, there is a website that you can send people to, and if you are a veteran, if you're the wife or the husband of a veteran, and you've been keeping the home fires burning, the American Freedom Foundation and this incredible podcast with Jack Tilley, you have to watch. You just have to watch because it's so important. Give us the website so they can find it.
YourNextMission.org is the program initiative called Your Next Mission, and the AmericanFreedomFoundation.org is our foundation website.
We have that, yournextmission.org. We have that there, and the American Freedom Foundation. If you do a quick Google, you'll find all about Ted too, because he's done. I know you through music, and I know you through the wonderful work that you and Daryl Worley have put together too, and stuff.
That's how it started with Daryl. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you on behalf of all the veterans.
Thank you so much for having me on the show and being able to talk a little bit about the service to our veterans and families.
Quickly, what do you need most when people learn about your organization? How can people help? Funding is always number one, right?
Because we're in the nonprofit.
Nonprofit.
World, right?
I put the non in nonprofit. I know that. Yeah.
Just to reach out, help veterans, talk with them, see if they need any help.
Yeah.
We do a lot of work in the suicide prevention area.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things that we've learned so much, especially lately, is how important it is for people to talk to other people and to communicate and ask them how they're doing, and just try to offer whatever assistance they can.
Yeah, it's such a simple gesture. Everybody has the capacity to do that, and we don't do that simply enough.
Right.
So good reminder, Ted.
Yeah. So that's what I would ask them to do.
Well, as we go to break, if you are going into the holidays and you're having a tough time, the number to remember, it's a new nationwide number for the Suicide Prevention Hotline. That number is 988.
That's right.
Use it, share it, put it on your social media, because somebody, you don't know who you're going to help. Hey, we'll be right back, and we're going to tell ghost stories. Woo! The first time I ever went out for Thanksgiving, I just went, oh my gosh, it was a life changer for me. And they have got a Thanksgiving feast prepared for you here at the Omni. But you're going to have to make reservations. And to talk more about it, we have head chef Jonathan Welch, who joins us today. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me. Thanksgiving is our Super Bowl. That's the biggest day of the year for our restaurant, besides maybe Mother's Day and Easter, where we do a very similar brunch buffet. But we're really excited. We get a lot of locals, and we really want this to be a thing about Nashville. Absolutely any guests in the hotel are welcome, but we want to get as many folks that live here to come see what we do.
Don't forget, make your reservation right now. If you can get one, you better make it right now. Anywhere from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, get that reservation in for Kitchen Notes at Omni Nashville.
When it comes to insurance, you want a name you can trust. Wendy Danielle Stack is here to help. With over 7 years of experience, Danielle and her team are here to assist you in finding the right coverage for all of your needs. From auto and home to life and business insurance, we have customized options for everyone. We'll work with you to create a personalized plan that protects everything in your life that matters most. Call today and see for yourself why Danielle Stack is the go-to insurance agent in Clarksville.
If your paint project calls for bold and vibrant neutrals or soft pastels, Benjamin Moore has the design-inspired colors you've been looking for in a full line of durable, long-lasting paints. And they're all here at Preston Thompson's Flooring and Paint, voted #1 paint store in Dixon County.
What separates us from other companies in Tennessee, that's going to be our mission to our customers, is to always improve the quality of life. That's from taking care of your past to a friendly voice on the phone when you call, to a technician that comes out, he's competent, he's going to solve the problem for you. We're considered a full encompassing service, so we're going to take care of 50 plus different pests, and we'll always have your back.
Football season is grilling season. The Big Green Egg is the perfect grill for everyone, from the backyard cook to the world's most acclaimed chefs. Stop at Tennessee Ace Hardware today and check out our large selection of Big Green Egg grills. It's the perfect grill for any grilling need.
He shoots, and he scores!
right, do you believe in ghosts?
I do. How did you know?
Well, if you don't, I think you're going to get convinced. We have a great guest here on Taste of Nashville. We're doing our fall edition of Taste of Nashville here at the Omni, and this is going to be compelling.
Nashville Ghost Tours, part of U.S. Ghost Adventures. They have over 70 cities where they have ghost.
Boom!
Oh, don't you ever do that to me again. It makes
my last
all
show.
eyelashes pop off.
This is my last
my Lord,
show,
have
right?
mercy.
I'm done.
You did it.
Okay, all right.
You
Well, had to go out with a bang. Yeah.
You were like my bad little brother. I didn't know I wanted.
Good.
But,
Okay.
I tell you, made my
Demented
false
sign of
eyelashes
affection.
pop.
I'm so sorry. You made your false eyelashes. Okay,
Pop
sorry.
off. I mean, Lord have mercy.
Okay,
I'm just
all
learning
right.
how to wear these things.
No,
Now, come on, John.
Anyway, proceed.
Mark Therian is here, and he is a historian, and he's fantastic. It's so good to have you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I mean, that was great. You could be on the tour now.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're not in character, and you have no enthusiasm for what you do.
Absolutely
so,
not. I have never really enjoyed what I do. When I do these tours, I just kind of go through the motion. No. Of course we are a tremendous. Nashville is such an authentic, dark history that many people don't know about, though. And unless you've lived here, I don't think I've not ran into a person since I've been here that has not seen a ghost. And you say you believe.
Oh, I am such a believer because there's some crazy people. I used to sneak into the Ryman.
Yep.
When it was on the we're going to tear it down list.
Oh, no.
Yeah, early 90s.
Wow.
If it were not for Marty Stewart and Emmylou Harris and a few other people who literally almost chained themselves to the doors, we would not have the Ryman.
Wow.
But I used to sneak in. I knew how to get in back behind the scenes. And you could sit, and I would let my songwriter muse get fed. I would just sit in there in the dark. Well, it wasn't that dark because it had the stained glass windows, but you could hear things. And it sounded like whispers. People say what it is. Whispers. It was crazy, but that's part of.
Well, yeah, history. Absolutely. We go to Ryman Auditorium, and that's part of Nashville history. But they say Hank Williams is playing in the backstage there, and not only that, he enjoyed Tootsie's a little too much, maybe. And that sneak in area, I'm guessing that's the alley and where the door and the backstage. Yeah. So we've seen Hank back there. Sometimes people even hear Patsy Cline there.
It was Patsy.
Yeah. Okay.
The one
there you go.
I could feel her all around me. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then of course that alleyway. We've seen Ghost in that alley, in between the Ryman and Tootsie's and all the great honky tonks. So, it's fun to mix the Ghost with the past of Music City as well. And we have that. But of course, we're extremely historical. And our stories here go back to, the frontier times, Andrew Jackson, and then of course the Civil War, standing right where we're standing. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And Nashville, we had a time where Nashville proper was under Yankee rule.
That's right.
They occupied the blue occupied Nashville
Absolutely.
For a while, Fort Nashville or whatever.
Well, yes. So in 1862, Ulysses S. Grant actually got across that Cumberland and he captured Nashville. Nashville was the first Southern capital to fall to the Union. And so that's a massive part of history here. And of course, that battle early on really, changed the trajectory of the war because we prevented everybody from coming, all the way, from New Orleans. They couldn't get a straight path on the outside to Washington, D.C. because we cut off the river and we cut off the railroad. So now, with that moment in history, and of course that makes the state capitol a little haunted because
it was a union, it was a hospital. It was used as a
absolutely
hospital,
around
right?
the grounds.
Soldiers,
yeah, all the churches were also hospitals here. So, and then there is but yes, the state capitol was also a fort. But of course, it serves multiple functions. Actually, I think it's the most haunted place, if not Tennessee, especially in Nashville, because not only during the Civil War did it have multiple battles, but it also serves as a mausoleum.
Yes, it does. I'm not going to ruin it, but yeah, there are bodies
Just say it.
buried or entombed in the Capitol.
In the walls.
Above
ground in the walls.
And both, if there's two of them, I
there
think.
are two people in there.
And they have a colorful history of why they're there. It wasn't a construction accident. Right?
Yes, sir. And multiple security guards that actually patrol the area, not just on the outside, but on the inside at night.
Grave robbers
have well, they've heard some definite noises inside the state capitol at all hours of the night.
Where Opryland Hotel is, I'm telling
absolutely.
you, there is a lady ghost there that does not want people there. And Madame Tussauds, I know there's some really spooky things that have happened out there. Nashville Ghost Tours, it's not just for Halloween.
No.
It's your busiest time of year, but
yeah. Well,
year-round.
actually, fall's our busiest time of year. I mean, people get, like you were saying, people get into the spooky season like as early as September now, and literally through the holidays. And of course, in Nashville, the tourism really is picking up here. Thank God. We only have really one slow season in tourism here, and that's January and February. But for the next 3 months, we will be busy. We are a year-round tour, so don't skip out us on the January and February as well.
No, absolutely, because that's a really spooky time of year.
Absolutely. Anytime it's cold, because ghosts tend to come out when it's colder out. And of course, the energy, it's darker long, and they like to come out at dark. And of course, you have, it gets dark here about 5 o'clock, and we're going to go all the way till 6 o'clock in the morning. So that's a long time to get spooked.
Wow.
If you're interested in this, because I'm thinking about my 92-year-old father that might come down during the fall and find things to do.
Yeah.
Talk about just the rigor or lack of, or do you have different scaled tours for people different ages? Because tours are like, well, I can't be on my feet long, and so forth, so on.
Absolutely.
How do you handle that?
Yeah, no, and we definitely want to cater to everyone. And we might not walk up the stairs of the state capitol, because if you've walked up those stairs, that can be treacherous. But, the good news is if you start around the state capitol, you can go downhill, for the whole rest of the way. Yeah. So that's one way of handling it. And, of course, I specialize in pub crawls. And so we do.
You have my attention.
And all the haunted tours. I don't think there's a bartender in this city that hasn't seen a ghost. And so we'll take you there. So naturally, you can take that and you can sit in between.
Well, you are not just here, but you're in 70 cities. Like, you guys have the Lizzie Borden House?
That's right. We have the Lizzie Borden House. We just got the
creepy.
The Welty House, which is in Gettysburg. So, Civil War there. But, of course, we just now purchased the Basilica Axe Murder House. So Lizzie and Basilica Axe. So we like axe murderers at our tour, so.
But if you like true crime and all that stuff, anywhere you see the U.S. Ghost Adventures, you can find out more by going to their website and a quick Google Nashville Ghost Tours. There is only one, in my opinion, and it's this one. You guys bring the history and the ghost together. And I love that you say respect the ghost.
Yeah.
When you see the ghost, what are the rules?
Oh, absolutely. We try to make sure that they are in peace, and we want to make sure that they're calm and everybody around us is calm. And not only that, we say our respects and we say we come in peace, we come in blessing, we want blessings and things like that. So,
How young should you go with? Is this for kiddos?
Kids. We can cater to kids. Definitely, we have a tour that caters to kids. So if you're willing to bring the kids out,
I'm going.
They do get scared.
I need training wheels for this.
They get scared.
He was actually asking for him.
Exactly. They do get scared, though, for sure. They do necessarily. But I think kids have gone on our tours and they've enjoyed it tremendously. And I love it because the imagination is still there, and they say kids can really see ghosts because they're not so jaded by what they've seen. So
Do you ever go remote? Do you ever take people outside of Nashville to Hurricane Mills or to Bell Witch?
Bell Witch, the Bell Witch is run by a very nice, sweet family, and they run their thing. But listen, I tell the Bell Witch story because it's so famous, and obviously it's probably the most haunting tale that happened here in Nashville. So I do tell people of that story and then recommend that they go and see it for themselves, because I'm a big fan of the Bell Witch story. It's the only documented story in U.S. history. There's literally a death certificate that says death by spirit.
Whew. If people want information, they're intrigued, where do they go? What's the website?
So we have NashvilleGhost.com you can go to, and of course you can Google U.S. Ghost Adventures as well, and you will find us there. And of course, if you're in any 70 cities, where there's a haunted tour, you can bet we're there.
Mark, you're fantastic.
Thank you.
I swear to you, I'm going to go on one of your tours.
I really appreciate that.
I really want to go and visit with you because when I asked for someone from Nashville Ghost Tours, I've been trying for years to get somebody.
Really?
And they said, we're going to send you our best guy.
Oh.
I know that they did. Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys having me.
All right, thanks. The Taste of Nashville continues. We have up next.
Gabriel Broussard from my home state of Louisiana.
Yeah, it's shocking that we have somebody from. That's part of the drill. That's part of the rundown. We always have somebody because you have so many great connections there. But this is not about food.
He has been here living in Nashville for quite some time. He was on Backstage Nashville just a few weeks ago, and you will recognize him from The Voice. He was a finalist there, and he is fantastic. His name is Gabriel Broussard. We got music, Music City, Taste of Nashville. Stay with us. The first time I ever went out for Thanksgiving, I just went, oh my gosh, it was a life changer for me. And they have got a Thanksgiving feast prepared for you here at the Omni. But you're going to have to make reservations. And to talk more about it, we have head chef Jonathan Welch, who joins us today. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me. Thanksgiving is our Super Bowl. That's the biggest day of the year for our restaurant, besides maybe Mother's Day and Easter, where we do a very similar brunch buffet. But we're really excited. We get a lot of locals, and we really want this to be a thing about Nashville. Absolutely any guests in the hotel are welcome, but we want to get as many folks that live here to come see what we do.
Don't forget, make your reservation right now. If you can get one, you better make it right now. Anywhere from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, get that reservation in for Kitchen Notes at Omni Nashville.
When it comes to insurance, you want a name you can trust. Wendy Danielle Stack is here to help. With over 7 years of experience, Danielle and her team are here to assist you in finding the right coverage for all of your needs. From auto and home to life and business insurance, we have customized options for everyone. We'll work with you to create a personalized plan that protects everything in your life that matters most. Call today and see for yourself why Danielle Stack is the go-to insurance agent in Clarksville.
If your paint project calls for bold and vibrant neutrals or soft pastels, Benjamin Moore has the design-inspired colors you've been looking for in a full line of durable, long-lasting paints. And they're all here at Preston Thompson's Flooring and Paint, voted #1 paint store in Dixon County.
What separates us from other companies in Tennessee, that's going to be our mission to our customers, is to always improve the quality of life. That's from taking care of your past to a friendly voice on the phone when you call, to a technician that comes out, he's competent, he's going to solve the problem for you. We're considered a full encompassing service, so we're going to take care of 50 plus different pests, and we'll always have your back.
Football season is grilling season. The Big Green Egg is the perfect grill for everyone, from the backyard cook to the world's most acclaimed chefs. Stop at Tennessee Ace Hardware today and check out our large selection of Big Green Egg grills. It's the perfect grill for any grilling need.
He shoots, and he scores!
We are back, and it is time for music in Music City. Taste of Nashville always has a nod to our musical community, and I love that we are the mecca for anybody really who is a songwriter. Now, they can go sing in a lot of cities, but to be a songwriter who sings, this is it.
And it feels like the roots go deep south down to Louisiana, your native area. We always seem to have incredible homegrown talent from that area to kind of matriculate up to Middle Tennessee to be, in the songwriter capital of the world. So
we actually have a writer's show here in Nashville called The Boot. Okay. That I think it's Lance DuBrock that created The Boot, and it's all some of the people from Louisiana that come and perform. And this time, You've seen him on The Voice, and you've seen him on the stages of Backstage Nashville and around town at shows all over. He's got so much soul. Gabriel Broussard is with us.
Guys.
Yay!
How y'all doing?
Good. You guys go way back, right? Ish?
Well, a couple of years now.
Yeah, I used to work at Backstage Nashville, and that's where I met Devon for the first time. It was probably about a year and a half ago now.
He was
like that.
a production assistant, and and then he got up one day to sing, and I went, you know when the thing when you go, whoa, because you come from Lafayette.
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, what's the thing that you can't get here that you miss the most of home?
Man, that's a tough one. There's a few of them, and they're all food.
Sounds like me. Yeah, it's all food. Yeah.
My grandma's etouffee. That's probably the biggest one. And then you can find a good gumbo every now and then here and there. There's a few restaurants that I've found. But that's like my mission. Every time I go into like a Cajun restaurant anywhere, I'm like just very skeptical.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
you know
it
this
is.
is not
It's hard
legit.
when grandma. You can't beat grandma's kitchen ever, ever, ever. But you did end up here for music. What was the experience like to go from something as big as The Voice? Because first of all, what was the audition experience like for that?
So it was really interesting because I'd actually, another one of our Louisiana brothers, Mark Broussard, I knew him from a younger age.
No relation, right?
We're
maybe.
Maybe like fifth cousins or something. I don't know.
23andMe, we might filter that out.
But he calls me his cousin, so
Okay,
I'm grateful for that. We got to get a little bit closer when I was younger. I went out to one of his shows one time, and his dad had actually shown him a video of me singing one of his songs, because he was like my first musical influence. I went to one of his shows, and I was like, I need to do this. I need to write music like that. I need to sing that way. And that's like where I got my voice and like my just inspiration for all that music. And so I went to one of his shows, and he recognized me like right off the bat, like knew my name and everything. I was like, who is this guy? I was like, is this guy omniscient? I was like, I didn't know what happened. And, but yeah, the producers from the show had seen that clip of us singing together, and had asked me to try out for the show. So I went down, and it wasn't as hectic as I thought it was going to be. Nearly, it was just kind of sit in front of a camera and do the screen test and then sing, and that was pretty much it.
By the way, Mark Broussard has been the New Year's Eve show in Nashville at City Winery for like the last 5 years. Yes. So he probably will be back this New Year's. So that's his residence, is the Nashville New Year's Eve show at City Winery. But would you play a song for us?
Sure, I'd love to.
We recently saw you've got a duet out with CJ Pham, who was on a couple of the different voice shows. The X Factor she was on as a little kid. And you guys met. But I will tell you, you have so many songs, so many solo songs that are out that I just go, this kid is going places.
Thank you very much. And hopefully there's more to come too. So in the new year, we'll be looking out for some new music as well.
What are you going to play for us?
I'll play this one. This one I wrote about, I'll play one about home. I wrote this one when I was missing it, and I kind of always felt like no matter what, I was always going to find my way back there, or like life circumstance, God was always going to bring me back to my home, and it's always going to be like one of the biggest parts of me. So this is called Roll Me Home. 4 years since I left my home alone, grinding these gears, no rest for my soul, my soul. And tell me, what use is a city of dreams when a man can't sleep? Just lay awake and wait for the bell. Oh yeah, and if the city kills me, that southern wind will wheel me on that high water out of this hell. Ain't no sleep in a city, ain't no sleep. So mama, don't you worry, but I hope you pray. 'Cause one way or another, I'll be back someday, and I hope I make it walking, yeah, but if I don't, that Mississippi River gonna roll me home. Ain't no sleep in the city, ain't no sleep like a sinner to his sin, like a drunk to his gin. I couldn't wait to get gone, but I've been gone too long. So dead or alive, I'm gonna right that wrong. So mama, don't you worry, but I hope you pray. 'Cause one way or another, I'll be back someday, and I hope I make it walking, yeah, but if I don't, that Mississippi River gonna roll me home. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Come on now, roll me now. Ooh. 4 years, no rest for my weary soul. So mama, don't you worry, but I hope you pray. 'Cause one way or another, I'll be back someday, and I hope I make it walking, yeah, but if I don't, that Mississippi River gonna roll me home.
That is not even fair to the rest of us. That is ridiculous.
Okay.
Holy
so much.
smokes.
Now just imagine, I have introduced
exhausted.
him. I haven't heard him before, and he's meeting and greeting people at the door, taking tickets, and he walks up there, "Hi, Miss Devon," very calm, and then that came out. I became an instant Uber fan. I just think you are just one of the best singers I've ever heard. And Gabriel Broussard, you follow him. You're just sheer talent alone. That's it.
Thank you so much. That really means an insane amount coming from you, especially.
Well, thank you for your time to do this. Where can people find your music?
On Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. It's under Gabriel Thomas Broussard.
Gabriel Thomas Broussard. And I'm going to tell you something. In this world of record deals and all that stuff, and you're still an independent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
What are you thinking or not thinking? Because I'm going to save this clip. I'm going to say I remember when.
Yeah,
you know?
me too.
I mean, that is just phenomenal. And you can't. That is so authentic. It's so soulful. That's probably a trite thing to say. Your range is amazing. I'm not telling you anything like I'm a judge or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. You can just. It's the it factor. You got it.
Yeah,
you got
definitely.
it. It's
so
just cool.
So much.
Well, we love to be some wind beneath some wings here on this show, and Gabriel Broussard is definitely somebody to watch. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving plans. There's something to eat here at the Omni, but you better make reservations. We're going to tell you what's for dinner, Ma. We're going to tell you right after this on Taste of Nashville.
Stay with us.
The first time I ever went out for Thanksgiving, I just went, oh my gosh, it was a life changer for me. And they have got a Thanksgiving feast prepared for you here at the Omni. But you're going to have to make reservations. And to talk more about it, we have head chef Jonathan Welch, who joins us today. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me. Thanksgiving is our Super Bowl. That's the biggest day of the year for our restaurant, besides maybe Mother's Day and Easter, where we do a very similar brunch buffet. But we're really excited. We get a lot of locals, and we really want this to be a thing about Nashville. Absolutely any guests in the hotel are welcome, but we want to get as many folks that live here to come see what we do.
Don't forget, make your reservation right now. If you can get one, you better make it right now. Anywhere from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, get that reservation in for Kitchen Notes at Omni Nashville.
When it comes to insurance, you want a name you can trust. Wendy Danielle Stack is here to help. With over 7 years of experience, Danielle and her team are here to assist you in finding the right coverage for all of your needs. From auto and home to life and business insurance, we have customized options for everyone. We'll work with you to create a personalized plan that protects everything in your life that matters most. Call today and see for yourself why Danielle Stack is the go-to insurance agent in Clarksville.
If your paint project calls for bold and vibrant neutrals or soft pastels, Benjamin Moore has the design-inspired colors you've been looking for in a full line of durable, long-lasting paints. And they're all here at Preston Thompson's Flooring and Paint, voted #1 paint store in Dixon County.
What separates us from other companies in Tennessee, that's going to be our mission to our customers, is to always improve the quality of life. That's from taking care of your past to a friendly voice on the phone when you call, to a technician that comes out, he's competent, he's going to solve the problem for you. We're considered a full encompassing service, so we're going to take care of 50 plus different pests, and we'll always have your back.
Football season is grilling season. The Big Green Egg is the perfect grill for everyone, from the backyard cook to the world's most acclaimed chefs. Stop at Tennessee Ace Hardware today and check out our large selection of Big Green Egg grills. It's the perfect grill for any grilling need.
He shoots, and he scores!
It's the fall edition here on Taste of Nashville. Devon O'Day, John Dwyer, Omni Hotel. And when you think of the Omni, a palatial place to stay, to walk in and visit, even if you're a local. But man, it is about food here also.
It is, and so many Thanksgiving celebrations are always, if you're doing it at home and you're doing it yourself, someone always feels a little bit stressed. And the first time I ever went out for Thanksgiving, I just went, oh my gosh, it was a life changer for me. And they have got a Thanksgiving feast prepared for you here at the Omni. But you're going to have to make reservations. And to talk more about it, we have head chef Jonathan Welch, who joins us today. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Well, we are so happy that you are here. Food is what you do.
That's right. Food is definitely my passion, and for me, food's about memories. Our goal is that you all come join us for Thanksgiving and make some memorable experiences with us. To your point, come out for Thanksgiving. Let us take care of the dishes. Let us do all the heavy lifting, and come and really enjoy your family.
Okay, I have the menu that is like unbelievable. Some of the, what is an action station? What is that?
So that's where we're going to have one of our chef members out there, either carving, or we have a dessert action station where we're going to have our very talented pastry chef team down there making some sweet treats and delights. It's just trying to get more engaged with the guests and give you all an opportunity to interact with us and talk to us a little bit.
Okay, herb roasted turkey. Joyce from Joyce Farms, smoked prime rib, not just any old prime rib, smoked prime rib, and then a fall-inspired cryogenic ice cream.
Yes. So again, that's our wonderful pastry team. We have liquid nitrogen that we utilize, so they're going to be freezing the ice cream right in front of you. It's going to produce a lot of smoke, like from dry ice. It's going to be a really exciting thing to see.
Can you imagine bringing kids to that? The omelet bar and eggs to order, all of that. So it's It's brunch and Thanksgiving all in one.
Yeah, we'll have your standard brunch fare like you expect, the eggs, the waffles, the pancakes, but it's really all about the turkey, let's be honest.
Look at some of these entrees.
Oh my goodness.
And our Joyce Farms turkeys that we buy, we're very excited about. It's a heritage breed that comes from North Carolina. They actually hatch and raise the turkeys when we order them, so these turkeys have been meant for Omni from the day they were hatched.
Wow, that you talk about attention to detail. Pan-seared salmon.
Yes.
There are some folks, I know this is comfort food, but people are, don't count calories. It's not even fun to do it that way. But you do have just an array of things, a green bean casserole.
I love it. They're having a green bean casserole. Can you believe that? That is Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. My goodness. So what's it take? Just give us a kind of a snapshot of, you're not getting all the fixings the day before. This has got to be quite the procedure, not only for Thanksgiving, but for that whole week and weekend.
Well, Thanksgiving is our Super Bowl. That's the biggest day of the year for our restaurant, besides maybe Mother's Day and Easter, where we do a very similar brunch buffet. But we're really excited. We get a lot of locals, and we really want this to be a thing about Nashville. Absolutely any guests in the hotel are welcome, but we want to get as many folks that live here to come see what we do.
It's perfect. Now, you can't just show up on that day. I mean, you can, but they've got reservations. Yeah, good luck. That's the truth. So if they make reservations, what does that entail? What do they call the Omni?
We can go through Open Table, or yes, you can go to our website or call and talk to somebody at our host stand at Kitchen Notes, and they'll get you taken care of. But we recommend doing it soon.
What time in the morning? Is it Thanksgiving Day and the day after?
Just Thanksgiving Day. We're going to be starting about 9 a.m. and we're going to go all the way till probably 3 o'clock, I think. And then, if there's still people hungry, we're going to take care of them. So
that's good. And so, what do you do? When do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Is it Friday? Is it next
usually,
month?
Same day when we get home.
Do you? Okay.
For me, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. It's my favorite meal. I'm a big fan of the leftovers. I like to take everything from the meal and put it all on a sandwich the next day. So
and let's wrap with this. I know that not only the food, but the wait staff who are working on Thanksgiving, and to make this, you talked about it at the top, making memories, and that means great service, attention to detail,
Absolutely.
And you have a great staff to do that, right?
Yes, indeed. We're excited to welcome everybody. Again, like I mentioned, we want you to come out here and enjoy yourself, and let us take care of it all.
And Kitchen Notes literally is that place. You literally feel like you're in your home environment. It's so warm and it's different. Bar Lines is its thing and Bob's is its thing, but Kitchen Notes literally feels like you're going home.
So again, we want you to feel like you're at grandma's house. That's definitely our aesthetic of the restaurant. That's our culture. That's our identity. We want you to come here and eat something and be transported to a time and place where you are at your family's Sunday supper.
Will you have your traditional biscuit bar that day?
Absolutely. We have biscuits all day, every day. That's what we're all
about.
What
a silly question.
I know.
What were you thinking?
I wasn't.
We still make them all by hand. We make roughly $500,000 a year in this restaurant. So
oh my goodness.
Come and see the magic.
Well, Chef Jonathan, thank you for your time with us
Absolutely.
today.
Thank you.
And don't forget, make your reservation right now. If you can get one, you better make it right now. Anywhere from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, get that reservation in for Kitchen Notes at Omni Nashville.
That was quite a show.
I know.
You packed a lot in, girl. You really did. And thank you for the opportunity to be here every month.
Too.
It's a ton of fun. I really appreciate it. So happy fall and happy Thanksgiving to you.
You too.
All right.
Gonna get to see Dad?
I am. I'm gonna head north and hopefully I can get him down here. And if I do, I promise you we're gonna come to one of the restaurants here because this is even locals coming to Omni Hotel for even a day. It's a special place. So we appreciate all the hospitality having the show here. It's great.
OmniNashville.com, check it out, and check out all of the programming that we have at MainStreetMediaTelevision.com. We have tons. Make sure you have our app downloaded and be a part of what we do each and every day. It's all local, it's all here, it's all Nashville, and you are the reason we do it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks. Have a great fall.